Hi ho folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi Turwinkle.
Hello.
Are you doing good tonight?
Affirmative.
Well, excellent, because we are here. We have made it to the Tournament of Ages. And so we are going to have a lot of fun here tonight. I know you are looking forward to it, sir.
Woohoo!
Yes, and so we're going to be checking out the booths. We're going to be watching the jousting that's going on. We're going to be talking to the winners of those jousts. We're going to be talking to folks as we travel around, and we're just going to have a great time here on Moonguard. Again, the Tournament of Ages that's been running since yesterday at the opening ceremonies all the way to Saturday. So it's just a wonderful event. The first night went really well. All the people that put it together were really happy with it, and so again we are looking forward to talking to those folks at the end of the week to get their full analysis of this week-long event and see how they thought it went. But for now, tonight, we are going to check out all the fun here. And so with that, Turwinkle is probably going to go find some Fenbushberry wine and get ready for all the fun festivities. So here we go, folks. So as you can see, folks, we're having a great time walking around. We're meeting folks and getting a chance to just kind of RP a little bit here and there before the main jousting and things like that begin here. And so it's wonderful just being able to walk up and talk with all these great RPers. They have wonderful storylines. All types of different guilds are here, whether they're Horde or Alliance, and this is just great. This is a fun place to come and just kind of get your RP on, and so we're just having a wonderful time here tonight. And here we have two fine RPers from the Devil's Claw. We've got Gwenethar and Serenith. Wonderful RPers, just having a great time just talking with these folks. And a lot of fun. And who should show up but none other than Bawak of the Devil Claw. He is wonderful, and if you had the chance to see him in the Emerald Dream forums, yeah, again, he is just the best, and we just love Bawak, and his comedic RP is just something to behold. He says they're going to win the horse contest, and I believe him here. He is a wonderful giraffe for the for the horse contest. So awesome! So good to see him here. Alrighty, folks. Well, here we are at the jousting tournament, and boy, this is looking great. Look at all of these jousters. This is wonderful, and so a lot of folks that are signed up for the event, including Bawak. So we'll definitely see how he does in this event, and we're going to hop into the ring real quick to give you folks a sight from the other side, or view from the other side, as it were. And this has just been a lot of fun so far tonight. So we'll see you folks on the other side. Alright, folks, and as you can see, again, they are lined up here ready to begin the joust, and what a turnout. And again, this has to be something that really took a long time in preparation to get ready and to get organized, and these guys have really done a great job doing so. And so with that, we are going to enjoy the festivities. We'll give you some highlights as we go through, and we will talk to the winners of each event, and again, a lot of fun. So we better get out of the ring before they start the joust. All right, it looks like we have some wonderful Glen representatives here as well. I love seeing that, so great. I love that. And it says Mayor Banks of Moonguard says they're representing the gnomes here tonight, which is wonderful. And so we've got some known folks here as well, and that's awesome. Again, I love these gnome armor pieces, and their mechanostrators are wonderful. This is great. Alrighty, folks, ignoring the troll in the middle there, who will have his account banned, I'm sure, due to the mass reporting that people have done on him. We have our contestants getting ready to battle. This should be great to see. as long as our internet holds up. We've had some issues tonight, unfortunately, but barring that, it should be fun to see. And so we got Leland, and I'm not sure who the other contestant is. It's hard to see. I think it's Namar, and here they go. Oh boy. Looks like, oh yep, here they go. They're battling pretty good. And again, if this person would not be trolling the event, would be going a lot better. But some pretty close fights here tonight, and been a lot of fun watching. Oh, he got his shields back just in time, and Leland looks like he's in trouble. Oh boy, they both lost both their shields, and it looks like Leland's got his back. Boy, it is back and forth on this one, folks. This is, oh man. And again, it looks like it's really close. Oh, and Leland goes down, and again a good match, and really close there. So that was a lot of fun to watch, and most of them have been really close like this. So excellent job, guys. Well, we've seen some great matches here so far tonight, and there's been some really close matches. Jal has won his first match, and will be continuing on into the next round, and we're excited to see Bawak fight as well. And so this has again just been a joy to spend this time with all these fun folks. And as you can hear, there's lots of machines going on, people playing games, and just having a great time. As you can see, we've picked out a great spot here at the tournament, and so we're able to see the battles pretty good right here. And so Turwinkle's got a prime seat to watch all the fun jousting that's going on. And again, it just has been one wonderful bout after another, and they've all been really close. Alrighty, folks. Well, look who decided to sit next to Turwinkle to watch the fun. It's none other than Sim of the Order of Lioncrest, or Samaya, but a wonderful RPer, and you will get to meet him and the rest of the Order of the Lioncrest a little further down the line, when Turwinkle will have the wonderful opportunity to interview that fantastic guild here on Moonguard. So again, we're glad we get a chance to sit next to Sim and watch all the fun jousting going on here. Alrighty, folks, well, we hopped over here to the Horde side of things, and again, we can't understand what they're saying because we're not in our Sluffy disguise, but a wonderful group has also showed up for the Horde side, and they've all done a great job, and wonderful people wonderful people over here. And you know, again, we did not want to neglect their side as well. And so when we come back to the jousting, the Alliance side is still going, but we will make certain that we catch some of the Horde side. And at the end tonight, there's actually going to be 8 versus 8, and it'll be the Horde the best of the Horde and versus the best of the Alliance, and we'll see who the overall winner will be. And so an exciting event, but the Horde side already has their 8, and so the Alliance is still working towards their 8. So while the Alliance is still working towards theirs, we are going to go check out the Horde side booths. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, well, we're at our first booth of the night, and that is the Bold Enterprises booth with their leader Zepsy here. Hello, Zepsy.
Hello.
And this is wonderful. So what are you folks selling?
Oh, we are selling various things, but that's not our main point to our booths. During the competitions and contests, things are a little slow for booths, so we just plan on selling things like drinks, fireworks, cookies, things like that, trinkets. But during intermissions is when we plan on doing our main things.
Oh, and what are your main things?
We plan on doing something different for every day, except I will be doing a couple of live streams of doing artwork of people's characters, portraits for free, if anyone would like to do that.
Ooh, Turwinkle would not object, ma'am.
Oh, I could make a lovely picture of Turwinkle if you'd like.
That would be awesome. All right, so who do we have here with you today? Who's all here today?
Oh, these are some of my lovely guildmates. Hopefully I can pronounce all their names correctly. Shendalavri, Urontarg, Tulwamba, Zizi, Taza, Nizfon, and Jesmir.
Ah, you did very well. I would have butchered those.
Yeah.
And so, what type of guild is Bold Enterprises? Is it a heavy roleplay guild, or?
Yes, we are a heavy role-playing guild that also dabbles in some PvE. But I believe we differ a lot from some of the more prominent guilds around. Not that those are bad, but they're very popular. But we try to lean towards something that's not as heavily focused on.
Oh, great. And what is that?
We try to focus on doing things that are more humanitarian. We try to help the community, both in character and out of character, set big events that anyone could participate in, focus on helping others, all sorts of things like that, but also do a lot of adventures, enterprising, as in, going off to venture forth, and all sorts of things like that. So it's a very diverse sort of guild.
Oh, well, great. It sounds awesome. And you never know, folks, we may be able to have the chance to sit down and learn more about Bold Enterprises in the future. But with that said, this is great, guys, and I love what you're doing, and I can't wait to hear how it all turned out at the end. So keep up the good work, guys. And I think I will purchase a cookie, if I may. Turwinkle does love his cookies.
Oh, of course.
All right, folks.
No, we won't bite, we promise.
All right, folks. Well, we will see you at the next booth. Alrighty, folks. Well, we are at the Farstriders Collective booth, and we have everybody's favorite RPer with Speary here, but she is going by a different character tonight, aren't you?
I am. I am on Rig.
That's right. And so, what have you guys put together here at the tournament?
Well, these are our baby rangers, as we've called them. These are our Farstrider characters that are fairly new rangers and everything. So they are putting together this booth that is more of like a strongman competition. It's our terrible challenge, where it's very much like the carnival game with the big giant mallet, and you hit the pressure plate on the floor and you try to shoot the piece of metal up to make it ring the bell. So what people are doing is they are being invited to a party with me.
Oh, okay.
And they roll against me to see if they ring the bell or not. And then they can emote ringing the bell. And the prizes, depending on whether they ring the bell or not, is if they're strong like a turnip, and then we do give them a terrible turnip pet, or if they're weak like a soggy cabbage. And I have the green cabbage cooking ingredients as well,
okay,
that we give to the people that don't quite make the cut.
Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I will roll in... you'll have to just tell me what you rolled, because obviously we can't group up. So, here we go, folks. I'm going to roll, and then what I'll do is I've got Zepsy with me in the vent, and we'll see how she does. She says she will win me a turnip if I can't win myself. But okay, so and everybody will be able to see that I'm not lying to you. So what are we rolling? 1 to 100?
Yes, 1 to 100.
Rolling 1 to 100, and let's see here. 61, ma'am.
57. You rang the bell.
All right. Yes. Okay. So, Turwinkle, there we go. All right. Oh, wonderful. How have you guys been doing with the booth so far? Has it been
We've
going
been
well?
doing really well. It's been a little bit slow today because there's a lot more activities. The jousting and stuff just ended and everything like that, and the booths weren't really going. But last night we had a blast. Our characters pretty much just stand here and heckle people that walk past, and kind of goad them into coming over and playing the game. We criticize their lady arms and then their soggy like cabbages. It got to the point yesterday that Ashlyn here actually ended up intimidating a Tauren who didn't even play the game. He ended up walking away kind of kind of
Oh,
quietly. Which was kind of funny because now we get to say Ash has such a big mouth that she intimidated a Tauren.
Oh, great. All right, Zepsy. Turwinkle did win the turnip, so let's see you go for it here.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to go ahead and invite her to roll, or am I just going to tell you?
I think.
We're going to repeat it. Got it.
Okay. Now, see, I can't understand what's being said here, but I'm sure it's only only good stuff.
Ashlyn said, "I knew you weren't no soggy gnome." All right.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Now, is this just a free game? People can come up and play, or do they have to pay you
Yeah,
gold,
we're not charging for this.
Oh, wonderful.
We've farmed and purchased all the cabbages and all the turnips and all the mats and stuff for it before. So we're not charging anybody for this. This is just a fun one.
Well, that is awesome. How long did it take you to farm all that stuff?
To be honest, I didn't help a lot with this one. We did have some mats before from when we ran this type of booth on other servers and on other tunes and stuff like that. Oh, she missed.
Oh, ha ha! Well, madam, it seems Turwinkle did a little better.
But Ashlyn did a lot of the work this time, getting a lot of the turnips and stuff together. We kind of just collectively do it. Ashlyn and I have been OC really good friends for many, many years. So we just kind of go back and forth on events like this, whoever has time that week.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Whispery. It's so much fun. And, Turwinkle already has a turnip, but if you want to give that to Zepsy for Turwinkle, that would be great.
Okay.
It's his gift to her for taking him around. So.
Will do. I'll let her know.
All right. Thank you
That's
very
okay.
much.
No, you keep it.
And we'll talk to you soon, Whispery.
All right. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the tournament.
We will. All right, folks. Well, we have Anastasia. Is Anna Shea? It's Anna Shea, isn't it?
Anna Shea.
Anna Shea. We have Anna Shea with us, and she's helping lead Turwinkle around as well. And Anna Shea, we've come to a stage here. What do we have going on here?
This is the intermission stage. In between the larger events, we host a small skit. Currently, Succulent Tart is putting on a play, and they have some improv actors taking the spot of people that they were expecting to be in the roles. So they're calling people in from the crowd, telling them kind of what to say, and hoofing it from there.
Oh, well, that's great, especially if you can pull that off. That's wonderful. And in fact, our next episode up is by a theater troupe, the Trisfall Theater Troupe. And so Succulent Tart is the name of this theater troupe?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, wonderful. And it looks like they have a good-sized crowd here to watch this intermission show. And so, excellent. That is great.
This particular group of entertainers does all types of shows. They will do family-oriented shows. They will do burlesque. They will do blade dancing, knives, all kinds of things.
Oh, wow, okay. I think we'll just stick for the family fun. But that is great.
Well,
that's awesome.
in fairness, though, all of their costumes are sewn with the under fabric. None of it's flesh. It's all perfectly PG.
Okay, well that's fair as well, and you know there's nothing wrong with the other as well. So just all right, well excellent, and so folks, we'll see what's up next. Alrighty, guys. So up next we have the the Goblin Insult booth. So put on by the Fizzlebloom Trading Company. So can you explain to me what what this is?
She's actually about to give insults to all three of us. So prepare yourself, Turwinkle.
Okay. Now, do people pay for this?
50
yes,
silver
apparently.
pop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So you'll have to tell me how she has insulted me, and and I hope it's worth the 50 silver.
It's not just insults, it's also honest advice.
If you want to consider it that.
Okay, what'd she say there? What'd she say?
Yeah, that's definitely not advice. When we want to say it, NSA.
Oh, she just asked me were my parents fined for littering when they dumped me off at 2 weeks old in the dumpster behind the orphanage.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It's pretty harsh. Uh-oh.
Oh boy,
Goes on Turwinkle.
she's thinking of something.
And my reply was, actually the orphanage paid them to keep me.
Well said, ma'am.
Very nice.
Okay, here boy, she's thinking up something pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
she is. You
something
can
good
almost
for
see the
you.
smoke coming out of her ears.
I guarantee you it's probably going to be short related or something about that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Hey, I think I recognize you. Let me think. Oh yeah, I saw you in one of the cages of the Dark Moon Fair's petting zoo. Didn't know they let the show pets run around outside.
Ow! Burn! Dude, oh my gosh! How dare you, madam? Alrighty, now it's Zepsy's. Alright, now it's Zepsy's turn.
I'm so bad at comebacks.
Oh, I'm no good at them either. So.
We translated for you.
Yes, NSA did.
Alrighty, so any second now, we're gonna get Zepsy's.
Hey, I didn't pay 50 silver. I gave her 2 gold, so these have to be very good.
That's true.
Oh, that's very nice, ma'am. Oh boy, okay.
I don't get it.
What'd she say?
I don't get it either.
What'd she say? Boy, I feel like looking from the outside looking in.
Okay, let's not say that one.
Okay, yeah, let's keep this family friendly, guys. So, all right, well, there you have it, folks. The Goblin Insult booth. Pay your 50 silver, come up, get insulted. All right, let's move on, shall we? Alrighty, folks, up next we have the Legion of Vengeance booth. And so, Celeste, what do we have here?
Here we have the Build Abomination booth, which is kind of like Build-A-Bear, but much better. Because you get to pick 5 parts from a box that's assorted like... What kind of items do we have? Like bat wings and
We have
cattails?
we have everything from bat wings, cattails to moose heads, cow intestines and, you know, animal hooves.
Two cool things you can build an abomination with. And what we do is you get to pick the parts. We put it all together for you with one of our talented surgeons or flesh crafters. And
Or-
we,
Actually, I'd like to add in, if your character knows how to stitch anything, they can put it together themselves. And we will ask you that in character.
yes, and then we animate it for you, and you have a stuffed version of the real abominations and geists and banshees and whatever else you could come up with.
that is absolutely wonderful. Who thought of that idea?
Actually, the person that thought of that is not here tonight, unfortunately. One of our apothecaries. No,
that-
one of our death guards, Valiant.
Yes, it was one of our death guards. Valinet Verloren is her character's name.
That is a wonderful idea, and in fact, it was one of the ideas that was most commented on at the for the video for this event. People from other servers specifically wanted to come to this event so they could build their own abomination, and that is a great idea. And folks, you will be seeing an interview with this wonderful guild sometime down the line. Again, the Legion of Vengeance, with their wonderful guild leader Celeste here, and so we look forward to that in the future. And great job, guys. How many people do you think you've had so far come to the booth and make their own abomination?
Oh god.
Goodness. Well, what you see here, we have about, I'd say we got like 5 or 6 right now. Yesterday we did about, what 10?
I would say it was something more close to 20 people who came around. You'd have to ask Valinet for the specific number, but it was something like 15 to 20 people. Tonight we already have had at least 8 people show up, and we've only been running the booth for like 30 minutes. So.
Now, do you guys charge
Yeah.
folks to buy an abomination?
Well, since we RP the parts being put together, and there is unfortunately no in-game items for an abomination, a little mini abomination yet. There will be in Warlords of Draenor apparently, but not yet. We do not charge real gold, but in character we are charging 10 gold.
Well, wonderful, guys. Again, a great booth, a lot of fun for folks, and so folks, and you guys will be running the rest of the week, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
we will.
All right, there you go, folks. See if you can catch it, and hopefully, again, you guys have great success with this. It's just a great, great idea.
Yeah, and without the threats.
Yes. Alrighty, folks. Up next, we're at the High Guard booth, and we have the Ranger Lady, Aerith, here. And so, Aerith, hello.
Hey, Turwinkle, it's good to be with you.
Yes, excellent. And so, what is your booth about?
Well, this one, booth number 5, surrounded by high elves. We have our ranger in the back, Benedict, who sells his handcrafted bows. He's also a fletcher, and he has those going, and his dragonhawks as well. We do sell a clutch of dragonhawks in character that are raised and roleplayed with. They all have names, like this one here, Blaze.
Oh, wonderful. And so, he makes bows, and you guys are selling... Oh, I can see why you call him Blaze.
There he goes.
There he goes. Excellent. And so how has the booth been going? It's been busy?
Very busy, thankfully. It gives my guys a lot of things to do. They're having a blast at the tournament, you have no idea.
Oh, great. And you know what? It makes it, you folks putting out the hard work there just makes it all that much better for the community. And I think these booths are just a wonderful, wonderful idea, and they just flow so nicely into the event. So thank you guys very much. And again, folks, this is the High Guard booth, and with the lovely Aerith. So here we are, folks, down to the final 16. 8 from the Horde, 8 from the Alliance, and they're battling it out to see who the grand champion of the joust will be. A lot of fun. Again, unfortunately, some trolls there in the middle, but not to be daunted. This has been just a great event. And once again, not just a guild event, not just an alliance or a horde event, but a one big community event by both sides, and it has been run very smoothly and a lot of fun for everybody involved. As you can see here, we've got Alliance and Horde all watching the fun, and it has been just a great night, and we've had just a blast talking to folks from both sides of the fence, and again, just really enjoying ourselves. And Zepsi, our friend, one helping us go from booth to booth, won her match, so she'll be in the final four, and it'll be exciting to see if she can maybe make it to that championship round. So hopefully we will catch that. Alrighty folks, Zepsi is up next, and we're rooting for her. And oh, here she goes. Oh, she got a good first strike in, and so again, we hope she can do it. And oh, she knocked off the other lady's shields. Oh boy, come on, Zepsi. She's doing really well. It looks like she's got some damage in on, I'm not sure who she's battling, but she's doing, oh, she got hurt there a little bit. Oh, but it looks, is it even? I can't tell. It's really hard to tell here, folks. So we're just going to keep cheering on Zepsi. Come on, Zepsi. Oh, oh, that was a good move. The old double back. And so they're battling back and forth. Oh, I think she's just about got it here. Oh boy, it's close. It is really close. Oh, well, she really gave it a good shot, and it was really close. So, but congratulations to Zepsi for really getting this far in the competition. There's been a lot of solid competitors, and she did really well. And so congratulations to the person that beat her, but more so we're happy Zepsi got as far as she did, and I think she did a wonderful job. As you can see here, folks, the Fireborn are here in mass and looking rather sharp with their tabards and banners behind them. A great guild, and really allowing folks to use their Ventrilo all this week is just a very nice thing for them to do, and a great bunch of folks, and again, hopefully one that we'll be talking to soon as well. So we have a great guild here as well, the Firewatch group. Quite a few of those folks in attendance here. Also Blazing Dawn, another guild that seems to have quite a few members here as well. And once again, everybody enjoying the competition, and we're down to the final four, and so now they're battling for bronze position, and so a lot of fun. And again, we will be interviewing the champion when it's all said and done, and having a great time talking with them. So we look forward to that, and interested to see who that's going to be. All right, folks, this is it. This is the championship bout. And again, the third place winner won 5,000 gold. The silver place, whoever loses this match, will get 10,000 gold. And the grand champion will receive a $150 painting done by Jorst of DeviantArt. That's Jorsch, a really great artist there, who's donating that for the winner of this competition here. And it looks like it is, and if I could get them to stand still, and I cannot see who that is. Armulin, the Alliance player, has won, and so there you go. And we will be talking with the winner here next. Alrighty, folks. Well, here she is, the champion of the grand champion of the jousting, and a wonderful player by the name of Armulin. Armelin, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a member of the guild called the Red Brigade. It's a level 90 human paladin, and again, congratulations. And unfortunately, Armelin does not have a mic, so we were able to ask her some questions, and she wrote out some wonderful answers. So the first question we asked is, how did you hear about the Tournament of Ages, and did you think you were going to participate in the jousting? And she says, I knew the event was going to happen, as these sorts of things are a regular occurrence for the server. But I found out from my guild master, who was a referee of the jousting tournament, and from the Moonguard forums, though I didn't think I was actually competing in anything until about maybe 3 hours or so before the event started, which is actually wonderful. So really didn't give her much of a chance to mentally prepare, I guess, and maybe that was what gave her the edge there. And so we asked next, did you think you could win the whole tournament? And she says, nope. I actually expected my friend and old guildmate to win, but he was out in the first round. To be frank, I was horrified the entire time. So again, maybe that worked out in her favor. Having that adrenaline really going, helps you with the quicker reactions. So we asked, well, what kind of strategy did you use to win and again carry you all the way through? And she says, well, the jousting mechanics don't precisely use a rotation. It's all more so split-second reactions of making a choice of keeping a shield up on one global cooldown or taking out your opponents on the next. I was just either luckier or faster at mashing my buttons, I think. Which again is a wonderful answer, and actually a very kind of humble answer as well, and that's nice to see. And so finally, we did ask, how will you use the prize drawing? And again, for you folks, as we mentioned earlier, the grand prize is a commissioned artwork drawing done by a very famous deviant art artist, and so we asked her, are you going to use a certain pose? How do you want him to draw your character? She says, I actually just found out about the prize as I won, so I have no idea what I'm going to have the person do. I actually have no idea about plans for this character just yet. If it's for Armelin, it might be an image of her riding on her steed. I think jousting, which would be appropriate in this instance. She says, mid-charge. But I would like to try to talk to the person about commissioning my alt instead, as I've gotten art for, as I have not gotten art for that character just yet, which is a wonderful answer. And again, we can't congratulate her enough. I know she is just now kind of coming to grips with winning the entire event, and again, she did so in a great fashion, and once again is a very humble winner, and very nice to speak to as well. So congratulations once again to Armelin of the Red Brigade Guild. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, well, what a week, and let me tell you, it was fun from beginning to end. And right now we've got this wonderful group of the fine folks that helped put this all together, and so we're going to have Tyndale here introduce these fine folks that are here tonight to talk about how they thought the week went, what they enjoyed about the event, and what they're going to improve on next year. And so Tyndale, let's go ahead and meet who is all here tonight.
Alright, so starting from left to right, we've got Anna Shea from the Fireborn. Next up is Kinney from the Powerbird Fidelity. Then we've got Yvonne and Celeste Felsaro from the Legion of Vengeance. We've got Theodora from the Fighting Fifth. We've got Bjorn from the Argent Onslaught. We've got Cecil and Zepsi Cola from Bold Enterprises. And then we've got the Mayor of Goldshire, Mr. Banks. And then we've got Jal Center from Dorsuar, myself, Tyndall. And we've got Maythor from the Hand of the Goddess, Mr. Finkelton Megabucks from Megabucks Trading Corporation, and his assistant Abaddon. And then in the back we've got Makta from the Core Crown Legion, and Caladian from the Mites of the Alliance.
Okay, well, excellent, and also we've got a crowd of folks coming through for the
Lord Chief Thrall, Overlord Hellscream.
Yes. Well, wonderful. Now, again, all these folks put a lot of hard work and effort into making this event, in my opinion, be very successful. And so, first of all, thank you guys. It was wonderful to see something like this that I have yet, before this event, run across. Most guilds have a hard time doing an event for one night, much less a week, and so I was really anxious to see how you guys were going to do. And again, I think you did wonderful. And so, Tyndall, how long did it take to prepare for this week-long event?
Well, I think the idea was conceived about 2 months before the event took place. A lot of my friends and I were talking about it a long time before that. We actually started talking about it as a community about mid-June to early July, and it took about a month to prepare for it. And during that time, we had meetings on Sundays, and it really just came together between a month and a half, and by the time we were done, we had the entire event planned out. So,
well, that is wonderful, especially for, again, from my perspective, how well run it was and how everything just kind of flowed together. There were a few hiccups here and there, but again, this was your first year, and so let us talk about what you folks thought went well with the event. And so let us see, Maythor, what did you think how the event went? How did you think it went?
I actually think that it went very, very well. Considering that this was our first week-long event that we've ever done. We had great coordination by the staff. We had a lot of participation, and from what I've seen from the feedback, almost everybody had positive things to say. And so yeah, I think it went very well.
Tyndall, who else wanted to chime in here on this?
why don't we get Makta's opinion?
Makta, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I thought the week went far better than probably anybody could have expected. I mean, with cross-faction roleplay, there you come into a lot of hiccups and everything, but from what I saw and experienced personally, both your own faction roleplay and cross-faction roleplay was, I don't even have the words for it, marvelous, fantastic. The staff worked extremely hard, and you could see the fruits of the labor of months of planning, and then finally, after the planning, just got kicked into action, and it was just spectacular.
Well, I have to agree totally. Again, from the booths to the intermissions to the events themselves, I thought everything, like I said, with a few exceptions, went really smoothly. And again, folks were having a blast role-playing in the stands, watching the events, participating in the going to the booths and things like that. And I think the episode's going to show you folks out there, again, what fun everybody was having. And I just can't say enough positive things about it. Now, I know someone else here wanted to say something as well, Tyndall. Who was that?
I think that's going to be Mr. Sibelius over there.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, I've actually personally been on the server for 3 years, and I've never been a part of something like this on such a grand scale. I don't think there's ever been something as, you know, like a fair or any sort of tournament like that had booths, such interaction, such live action, I guess, all around the tournament grounds, and just the entire week you could literally walk around and you'd find RP wherever. It turned a very forgotten location, which shouldn't have been forgotten, into a RP hotspot for the entire week. 7 straight days, and it was just wonderful because both factions could come out at any time and find RP. And got multiple tells over the course of the week, talking about what a brilliant idea it was. So much positive feedback that it was overwhelming. In fact, my chat logs are still flooded, my history logs. During the PvP, everything went very smoothly. During the D20, everything went very smoothly. It was just wonderful coordination throughout the entire thing. And we couldn't have really done it without everybody here. I'm just really thankful that it was able to come to this, and I'm actually looking forward to August 2015 already.
Yeah, I have to agree. Again, I have been on a lot of servers, and Turwinkle's been to a lot of events, but nothing to this extent. Where again, from Saturday or Sunday to Saturday, night after night of stuff that was planned and from start to finish, and done in such a great way. And again, a lot of guilds have a hard time doing that for one night, much less an entire week. And so my hat's off to you guys. A wonderful job. So folks, when we come back, we're going to find out some of the favorite moments that these folks encountered throughout the week. And so we're going to get the favorite moments up next. All right, folks, up first here tonight, talking about their favorite moment of the tournament, is Marshal Anna Shea, captain of the Fireborn, and is a level 90 Blood Elf rogue. And so, Anna Shea, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
It's really difficult to pick out a part of the tournament that's a favorite, because the entire thing encompassed everything that I dreamed about it being, and so much more. I think my favorite part overall, though, was just the coordination and the volunteers who stepped up, and even the people day to day that stepped up and from the community and said, hey, we know you're doing this, we know you're swamped, what can we do to help? Even people who weren't necessarily named or listed came out of the woodwork just to help make things better. And seeing a community like this come together like that, I mean, there's a lot of things that are said about different communities, but to see this community pull together like this and everybody just come out was the most fantastic thing I've ever seen.
Alrighty, up next is Kenny, Lord of the Pyrebird Solidarity? I hope I said that.
Fidelity.
Okay, there we go. Level 90 human rogue. And so, Kenny, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Pretty much anything booth related. I loved every little aspect of seeing everyone get together and come up with really creative booths, and watching the different interesting ways that they really put into action. There was a kissing booth, there were fortunes being told, there was tattooing, there was the cell of abominations that were being stitched together. Like, if it could have happened, it would have happened, and it did happen. And that was definitely my favorite part overall. And, you can't really beat that kind of community situation. And of course, oh yeah, and hair braiding. And, Kenny got to kiss a blood elf chick, so overall the whole thing was a raving success.
All right, folks, up next is the peas and carrots of the Legion of Vengeance. We have Sibelius and Celeste. And so, folks, well, I guess we'll start with Sibelius. Sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Honestly, it was kind of hard to pick. I was thinking about it while we were setting up there, and I would have to say during the opening ceremonies, when actually it was right after Zepsi's fireworks show, and everyone was flipping out over the fact that the music was involved and the powering, feel-good tone of the entire event, and how beautiful it all was, with the music and everything. And it just felt really good to see all these compliments coming from literally everyone. I was just overwhelmed by the amount of positive feedback that we had gotten just from the opening ceremony, and that made the rest of the event worthwhile.
Awesome. And so, Celeste, what was your favorite moment?
Well, aside from the fantastic staff people that helped make everything go smoothly, Definitely the RP. There was so much RP I had done, like even after we finished everything, like coordination wise, there was always something to do, and there was always someone to talk to. And probably the RP that I will remember most of all is Tyndale randomly asking me to marry him.
What?
Marry him.
Can I
in his
clarify?
own
I didn't ask Celeste to marry me. I asked Tyndall's fiance.
Mary, as in, she's a priest, so not.
We don't want any
not like
confusion
that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I meant marry, as in marry him. That's.
Marry
Oh,
him
don't you
and
don't know how priests say that they marry people?
Oh, okay. Perform the ceremony.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell them how you go to church.
Okay, that makes more. That's completely different than him asking you to marry him. So okay, well, great.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Great answer, guys. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Theodora. She's the Marshal of the Fighting Fifth, is a level 90 human warrior. And so, Theodora, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Well, aside from the fact that one of my members did win the jousting tournament, that particular day, as I was walking through the tournament, yelling basic information for people to utilize throughout the tournament, I did run into so many people that were role-playing with each other that wouldn't really have had the opportunity to do so otherwise. And it was things going on through Real ID, and it was just on-the-spot RP, and people were having so much fun with it. And it was really great to see the community come together and for a role-play to be bolstered in such a fashion, because it doesn't happen every day. And everybody was very, very positive about it. And I mean, it's something that I generally, as a role player myself, love to see happen all the time. So it was great to see it happen on such a scale like that.
All right, folks. Up next is Bjorn and Thea, and Bjorn is the captain of the Argent Onslaught. He's a level 90 human warrior. Sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Oh man, it would literally be waking up, getting some food, hopping on World of Warcraft, and having something to do. Throughout this entire week, I've been completely busy, and that's kind of rare for me. And I have to thank everyone that, had this wonderful tournament, giving me stuff to do the entire week. Being a peacekeeper, keeping the law. It's opened up so much cross-faction. I think my real ID list, my battle tag, has probably boosted up to like 20 numbers, and most of those people are cross-faction. So that's absolutely amazing.
Up next, folks, we have Zepsi and Cecil. And so Zepsi is the paragon of the Bold Enterprise, and Cecil is the valiant of the Bold Enterprise. And Zepsi's a goblin mage, and Cecil is a goblin warrior. And so, Zepsi, what was your favorite moment of the tournament this week?
Well, overall, I think the entire tournament event was just a lot of fun. But my favorite parts were probably doing the fireworks show during the opening ceremony for everyone, as was Cecil's. That was his favorite part too. Also visiting the large variety of interesting booths guilds had set up, and also participating in the jousting tournament. It was all just really enjoyable. It was also amazing seeing such a huge turnout for the roleplay community, both Horde and Alliance. Seeing everyone get together, interact, and have a good time with each other was just wonderful. And I can't wait for next year when we do this again. Oh, and I just need to say it was also great to finally meet you, Turwinkle, and thank you so much for your help and involvement with this tournament. I think everyone really appreciates that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I had a blast. So, again, the thanks go back to you, and especially helping me go from through the Horde booths, translating for me. So, thank you very much on that as well. And so, Cecil, who unfortunately doesn't have vent, told you what his favorite moment of the tournament was, and what did he have to say?
Oh, he said also that he really enjoyed the fireworks show and helping with that, yeah, that was one of his favorite parts, along with just seeing the huge amount of people and role playing and everyone getting together.
Excellent, excellent. All right, folks. Up next is Mayor Banks. He's the mayor of Goldshire, He's a level 90 human paladin. And sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
I'm going to have to agree with Kenny on the booths being my favorite aspect in this event. For example, there was a dwarven man running a fortune-telling booth, and he basically told me that there will soon be a peasant uprising within the Elwyn province, and that they were planning to behead my character. I mean, that made me sad knowing that I'm going to have to put down some peasants soon. But I mean, other than that, it was a great event, great staff, and I'm looking forward to participating next year.
All right, folks, up next is Makta, Grunt of the Corcoran Legion, or Makta the Crazy Cat Man. He's a Tauren shaman. And Makta, what was your favorite moment during the tournament?
My favorite moment would have to be what Bjorn said, because it couldn't be put on one single thing. I enjoyed immensely being able to log on and finding it impossible to tell anybody I'm bored. There was just so much going on at any given time throughout the entire day, from sundown or sun up to sundown. It was just incredible, singular experience. I can't put my finger on just one moment other than Mayor Banks' Bubble Earth, which was a joy.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Kalidian, Supreme General of the Might of the Alliance, level 90 Draenei Monk. So, sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
It would definitely be walking around and seeing all the clever things people are doing with the booths. Like they said before, the kissing booth and the fortune telling, and our own booth had a little mini game called Catch the Caladingo, where you had to duel me and I couldn't heal myself, but I could run away and stun you and whatnot. And whoever could beat me in the fastest time won about 5,000 gold at the end of the week. That was fun.
And so who won that, sir?
But that gold goes to Zaraki Jr. because he's an enhancement shaman and he knows what he's doing.
Okay. Alrighty, folks. Up next is Jal Centaur, Sensorar of Dorsarar. He's level 90 Night Elf Hunter. And sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Favorite moment of the tournament, I enjoyed organizing the PvP. I know it's a background thing, and it's something that people don't really see, but dealing with all of the, well, for dealing isn't the proper word, but working with the other PvPers, getting them into their brackets and doing all that, I enjoy it. It's nice to work with people that have different skill sets. I'm not a PvPer, so it's nice to see that, and it really kind of brought out the flavor in the tournament for me.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Tendel. He's the Grand Commander of the Fireborn. He's a level 90 Blood Elf Paladin. And sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament this week?
Well, it's really hard to top some of the comments people have already said about the tournament. They've mentioned a lot of things that were really remarkable, the booths, the competitions, but one thing that really stuck out to me was the ball on Friday night. And seeing everybody there and dancing and having fun, it was really just a really good experience. And later that night, we had a karaoke night on Vin, and we invited people from the server to get on Vin and sing, and it was just a really good time we had. And I don't think I'm gonna see something like that very often here on WoW.
Alrighty, folks, up next is Mathor, Archdruid of the Hand of the Goddess. It's a level 90 Night Elf Druid. And Mathor, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Well, I think I have two. One was probably Wednesday. Everything about Wednesday I loved, because instead of I was still a staff member, but instead of doing staffing duties that day, I was a competitor, so I got to do things from the participant side. And I also ran my hair braiding booth that night, which was super fun. I got to braid a lot of gnomes' hairs. I don't know why all the gnomes wanted their hair braided, but they did. And my second favorite moment was definitely getting Tendel arrested at the ball on Friday. It's definitely one of the highlight of my moments.
You got Tendel.
I took a punch in the face for it, but
What?
I got Tendel arrested.
How did you get him arrested, ma'am?
So Maythor stole Tyndall away from his lovely wife and danced with him, and then they had a magnificent, graceful dance, and Tyndall dipped him nice down and low, and then drop punched him in the face. So Maythor got the Argents involved and got him arrested.
Okay. All right, folks, up next we have Megabucks, mogul of the Megabucks Trading Company. He's a level 90 Goblin Warlock. And, sir, what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
Well, I mean, like Maythor before me had said before, you know, I have to say that one of my favorite moments at the tournament was actually probably one of the more social ones was the ball where everyone got together. There was a lot of, you know, great outfits. People got together, you know, talks casually, talk lightly. And it was also a great time for Megabucks to actually showcase that, you know, instead of just being a trading company, we're also, you know, brainstorming into legal adventures where we had to defend one of our first clients, Tyndale Dawnlight himself, from the heinous accusations of one Archdruid Maythor. I mean, you know, one person has a dancing, you know, slip, and, you know, another person says they punched him, and allegedly punched him. But Megabucks is serious that we will get this sorted out and get his name cleared.
Alrighty, folks. Up next, probably the most wanted criminal here at the tournament this week, Baden, director of
Sorry.
Megabucks Trading Company. He's a level 90 Blood Elf Death Knight. And sir, what was your favorite moment at the tournament this week?
Well, I'd have to say it has nothing to do with my crimes, so the Argent can go away and stop coughing things. It was everyone coming together. It was seeing everyone all together at this, and seeing everyone able to play their own character still. And of course, playing my own character got me in a lot of trouble with the Argents, like the one standing off to my side right now. But it was great to see all the Horde and Alliance in one spot, able to be true to their characters and not changing anything about them, which included the peace talks where me and one of the Fireborns named Aethar decided to threaten the Alliance with death.
Well, I did notice in the forums that that was mentioned a few times, sir, and I think you definitely gave the Peacekeepers something to do throughout the week, and so in a way I'm certain that they would like to thank you very much for doing that for them. So excellent answer, sir. Alrighty, folks. Well, as you can see, we're back in Chillwind Camp, but we did not want to forget Aerith, who was a wonderful, wonderful person there at the tournament this week. And so, again, this is Aerith, the Ranger Lady of the High Guard, is a level 90, actually High Elf Hunter. And so, Aerith, what was your what was your favorite moment of the tournament?
My favorite moment of the tournament was the entire thing, in all honesty. It brought three servers together. I saw Emerald Dream people there, Wyrmrest cool people there, interacting with the booths and my guildmates like it was their own thing, and that is what we want. We wanted it mainly for Moonguard to bring the community together, but those long hours in Vent every Sunday for like 1.5 months was to create something for everyone to join in, and the fact that other roleplay servers got a chance to be a part of it showed just great solidarity in the entire roleplay community as far as all the realms go.
Alrighty, folks. And so I guess the next question is, how are things going to improve over this year to next? And so we have some ideas from some folks. And so I guess starting with Jal. Jal, what do you think you guys can improve upon next year?
Well, mainly from the perspective of leading the PvP part and getting that organized, we're going to streamline the registration process. A lot of people are disappointed from the fact that they weren't able to sign up either due to negligence in some cases or just pure ignorance in the registration process. And we're going to try and rectify that by, well, either doing the day of sign-ups, day before, something like that. We just need to figure it out, and a year is a long time to figure that out.
Okay. And Zepsi also, I guess same question to you, ma'am.
Well, being that this was the first time we did this kind of event, I think it went very well. Of course, there were still some bumps and problems that need to be worked on, like with any event. I think some of the issues that could be worked on are improving the scheduling, advertising to get the word out, and making sure rules are a bit clearer, among other things. But I'm sure those and everything else will be addressed and worked on for the tournament next year, and it'll probably be much, bigger and better.
Oh, excellent. And finally, Anna Shea, you also have some ideas as well?
Basically, we're going to be more prepared for the upcoming year. We're going to enable staff positions and have lots more volunteers, get the word out earlier, and be able to do some of the prepping and the pre-planning far in advance, since we know that we want to do it. It'll make everything probably much, much easier in the long run for us to be able to project out what we want and the goals that we have and how that fits into Warlords of Draenor, because that's going to be up and coming as well.
Well, again, and I have to agree with something that was said here as well, is that this was the first year that you guys put on this event, and for it being the first year, it really, you guys hit it out of the ballpark. It was so well done, and again, there were a few hiccups, but again, this was your first year, and I and everybody else that participated are really looking forward to what you guys put together for next year. And I think you're exactly right, Anna Shea, that it's going to be interesting because we're going to have WAD out as well, and so there's going to be that aspect to deal with also. So excellent answer. And so folks, when we come back, Tendell's got some folks to thank and some shout outs to give, so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, well, Tendall, we have some folks to thank for not only participating but also for donating to this wonderful event this week. And so I'm going to give the floor to you, sir.
Alright, well, I want to recognize some of the staff who made this event possible. First of all, we got Maythor from Hand of the Goddess. She played the role of Bellico. She was also very integral to the organization of Alliance staff for the event. We've got Celeste from Legion of Vengeance, who played the role of Malabis, and of course she was very important to the Horde organization. Sibelius from Legion of Vengeance, he was responsible for the music and for helping Celeste with the organization of Horde. We've got Anna Shea from the Fireboard. She's the one who came up with the booths and created the map for the tournament. We've got Jalcinter, who was responsible for the tournament brackets on Alliance side. We've got Aerith, who was responsible for creating the tournament program. We've got Kenny from the Pyrebird Sodality, who was responsible for orchestrating the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony. We've got Zepsi from Bold Company and her assistant Cecil, who are responsible for the fireworks display at the opening ceremony. We've got Yelana from Succulent Tart, who was responsible for the intermission shows, which were really fantastic to watch. Theodora from the Fighting Fifth was also assisting Jalcinter in refereeing the Alliance tournament. We've got Bjorn from the Argent Onslaught, who was responsible for the security of the event. He did a great job with that, made it fun. Serpico from Might of Alliance, he was also at the planning meetings and was really helpful in making sure that we kept things secure and on track. Thandis from Harbingers of Discord, she was a huge donor during the event. She was also very helpful with donating so many pets for the pet raffle, and also being the herald for Horde. We've got Raytheos from Seasons of Shadow. He was also a donor. He was really helpful in helping organize the pet battle. Of course, Megabucks here. We've got him and the Megabucks Trading Company. They were really a pleasure to work with. We've also got Thaladrim from the Ashborn Ascendancy. They were also very helpful. Of course, we got the Pale Moon Pathfinders, Shadowbound Covenant, Dwarven Vanguard, just so many guilds that showed up. Corcoran Legion, we just appreciate all the guilds that showed up. And of course, there's also some significant people who also helped. And we've got Imrani from Alliance side. I'm not sure what guild she's in, but she drew the commissioned artwork for the winners of the tournament, so we appreciate her work. We've got Athar and Jaredin from the Fireborn, who are very helpful for the Horde organization of the event. And then from Alliance, we've got Thralalia. And there's a lot of other people who were unsung heroes of the event who helped in many spectacular ways. Now, in terms of contributions for the event, there were a lot of contributions. We raised over 160,000 gold in prizes, over $106 worth of commissioned artwork, and so many pets that I lost count. So just going down the list, we've got Kenny, who drew the ribbons for the ceremony, Anna Shea, who drew the map and the booth graphics, Aerith created the tournament program, the certificates courtesy of Maythor. There was an anonymous donor who contributed $100 to the commissioned artwork. Theodora also contributed $30 to the commissioned artwork. There's also gold contributions for prizes. $30,000 gold from the Fireborn, 30,000 gold from House Shimmerwind, 20,000 from Valiant Coalition, 15,000 from the High Guard, 15,000 from Pyrebird Sodality, 10,000 from Dorsoar, 10,000 from Pale Moon Pathfinders, 10,000 from Succulent Tart, 5,000 from House Burn, 5,000 from Knights Lieutenant Ryan Thador, 5,000 from Legion of Vengeance, 2,500 from Shadowbound Covenant, and then 2,500 from Anashe and Maythor. And there's also a gold challenge mode carry run hosted by the High Guard, a Sky Golem donated by House Sheridor, another Sky Golem donated by the Valiant Company, an Iron Sky Reaver donated by House Shimmerwinds, and 30 Steam dollars donated by House Bearn.
That is fantastic. I can't tell you enough, what that means in ways of the WoW community really coming together to provide not only support, by being there, but gold and actual money. It really says a lot about this event. And, again, from Turwinkle and those folks out in the stand, just being able to come and enjoy the event, it really says a lot when you see how many people gave such positive comments, and then on the backside, hearing about all the wonderful contributions and all the wonderful work that everybody put into this great event. Alrighty, folks. Well, Turwinkle is going to make his way back to Chillwind Camp and give his final thoughts on this wonderful event, the Tournament of Aegis. We will see you folks there. Alrighty, folks. Well, we made it safe and sound back to Chillwind Camp, and boy, Turwinkle, what a fun week, wasn't it?
Indubitably.
You bet. We had a great time. So let's give everybody a big thank you.
Thank you.
Well, folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you would like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and let us know what you didn't. And finally, if you would like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you, so hit that subscription button today. Well, Turwinkle, excellent job, sir. It's been a long week, but you had a lot of fun. And so, Turwinkle, we're going to let you get some rest, and we will see you next time, Turwinkle.
It's been fun.
It has been fun. Bye-bye.